Welcome to UC Today. We are reporting live from UC Expo here in London. Joining me is John Arnold. How you doing, John?
Great, David. Happy to be here, a long way from Canada.
Well, it's great to have you. So, John, there's lots of topics and trends going on in the hall today. There's a couple I want to pick up on. Gen AI. We're hearing lots about Gen AI. Give us your take. Where is this having the most impact in our market today, and what are you seeing there?
Yes, so generative AI is kind of the next generation or next level of AI. What we've had up till Gen AI has really been more about almost like an advanced search capabilities where you give the inputs and it finds stuff for you. Generative is now, it has the inputs, now it's giving stuff back to you. It's generative, right? And it's producing all kinds of new ways to automate things, which is really handy. We had a panel earlier on the use of Gen AI in contact center for customer service. It does have some use cases, and the cool thing about it is the more you train AI tools, the better the generative outputs will be. It's a little hard to trust right now what it's going to give you, and it's so easy to have what they call hallucinations, right? Which is basically, it could be gibberish. It thinks it's giving you something that makes sense, and maybe by syntax or grammar it is.
And can we be trusted with all this data? We see data leaks all the time. Microsoft, not too long ago, their AI team accidentally breached, a huge amount of data. So, can we all be trusted around this Gen AI?
I cited that example actually. So the short answer is no, but we're going to have to learn how, because the possibilities when you get it right are just too good, because AI has a scale and speed that we cannot match any other way. And the key to this is why it's generative AI is interesting. This whole big shift of digital transformation, meaning that the more digital inputs you have, the more data points AI has to learn and get better with. So it may not be great today, but believe me, the volumes of data that it's capturing now is growing exponentially. Mainly because cloud is a very cost-effective way to store data. So you can just keep adding. It will get smarter and smarter.
Talk to me about CPaaS. I've been writing about CPaaS for feels like best part of a decade now, and it never quite really lived up to its name. Yet it's kind of come back around again in a way. What are you seeing from the CPaaS market right now? What are you hearing on the floor?
Yeah, well, so I just caught some of the session that Rob Kerver ran earlier today, and he had some speakers on there, and that was kind of the gist of it. What is CPaaS? I don't think people still really have a good handle on it. It's a little like what UCaaS used to be, because UCaaS is a vendor term. We don't really know what it means. CPaaS is even harder. But the underlying capabilities of CPaaS, for which AI is kind of driving a lot, is really powerful, because the idea is this term programmable communications, right? You can customize applications on the fly with CPaaS that integrates with all your platforms, and that's the key that makes it really good. Because now you can have, like in contact center, we have what we call proactive notifications. Say your store hours change because of a weather issue or something. You can push those notifications that are almost in real time when you have that ability to kind of code on the fly. So you hear this term no code, low code.
Yeah.
So that means it can be very much a user-generated thing. You don't have to have really expensive developers on staff. That opens up things in a big way.
So we're in October 2023 right now. We're all looking at 2024 and trying to figure out, what are going to be the big trends of next year. I think there'll be some similarities of this year, but what are you seeing? What are you going to hang your hat on for next year in terms of trends?
Well, as you say, even though the year is almost over, I still have 8 more events to attend.
Wow.
So my answer might change around mid-December. But one idea I want to leave to consider is the acronym of the week, maybe the month, is LLM, Large Language Model. So just like we had AI, then we had conversational AI, now we have generative AI. What this is leading to is the use of AI to consolidate information and learning across an organization. And the term large language models is kind of at the root of this, because the more data you can collect within your organization about your market, the more precise you can be in understanding things. And companies are starting to develop what we call proprietary large language models. And it's a bit of a walled garden thing, but it's their way of almost using data from AI. It's almost a competitive advantage, because when you have language models that are specific to your customer base and your organization and your culture, your ability to communicate becomes very powerful. And it can be a way of doing it better than your competitors if they aren't as advanced with LLMs as you are. So they recognize the value in how this is the way you harness the data that you're capturing with AI.
Yeah, I mean, it's an incredibly exciting time. Unfortunately, John, that is all we have time for. Good luck in your run into the end of the year and all those events you need to go to. And I look forward to catching up with you again.
Great. Thank you, David. And we'll be back again sometime soon.
And thank you for watching. You've been watching me, David Dungay, on UC Today.